Hello and welcome to another edition of Droppin' Bombs with me, your host, Corey Baumeister. As always, with the lovely folks here at TCGplayer.com, bringing you the best in trading card needs. So today we are checking out Wyatt Darby's Esper Midrange list that he played at the SCG this last weekend. He streamed it the entire week. I got to catch a little bit of it, and he just honestly played the deck insanely well. And the deck looked like it had a lot of power. There was a lot of new toys. And I don't think the match is really disappointed. This deck is absolutely phenomenal. And I think it deserved a nice showcase here. So he played 5 great matches against a variety of decks. I think we only played the same deck twice here. Feel free to check out the hyperlinks below if you want to fast forward. Also have the deck tech at the end. And then there's a link to my article at TCGplayer.com. We'll have a short sideboard guide along with a short write-up. Stay tuned for the matches. And welcome to the games, everybody. Okay, let's see what all this Wyatt Darby Esper midrange is all about. All the hype is all about. This hand seems fine. A little land heavy, but, you know, we have plays to make. We can go Thought Erasure on 2 if we're concerned with something, you know, like if our opponent were to go like Wild Growth Walker and we could maybe break up the Jade Light plan. But in this scenario, starting with red-white, I think we will, yeah, we'll still Thought Erasure. We'll see what's up. Okay, well, I'm pretty glad we did. And our opponent's hand is gas, so this could be rough. Our hand is not gas, but I don't think we can really beat a Hero of Precinct 1 right now. Even though I don't know if we can beat like many of these cards here, so we're going to take that for now. We for sure do not want another land. But yikes. But yikes. Our opponent's hand is great. Yeah, I don't know how on earth we were going to beat it if our opponent could lead on hero here. We have drawn every draw step's been a land plus the scry. That's not good. I guess we have to keep this just to dig a little bit more. Yikes. I still don't think this is a mulligan. We just didn't get fortunate with our draws, and our opponent's hand is just great. It's just a great hand. What can you do? Alright, the midnight has been reaped. Dovin, that's not good. That's not good at all. Ugh. Okay, well, we need to try to find maybe a Hero of Precinct 1. I guess we take a Mortify. I actually don't even think so. Our opponent's going to get so much value off spot removal like that. Now, this is good. This was a good draw, but we wanted to be playing it on this turn, not just taking a beating here. So now our opponent can go hit the scales here, which is for sure not ideal. So we're going to go to 11. Play this up to 14. We're gonna need something like a Lyra. It's just plain and simple. And it probably won't be enough. Well, I guess we'll go this. Next turn we could possibly go both of these and have a little defense. Okay. Be a bit of a spicy play if he or she sacrificed something to this. Yeah, I think that would be a little aggressive. Maybe we're not completely out of this yet, but yikes. I think if our opponent attacks all out, we'd have to block Judith, but just that. This makes a Flying Thopter. Yikes, I think we'll just take it. I don't want that trade of our opponent getting to kill Bellhaunt, draw a card, and lose a life. That seems pretty good. Okay, well, we got one of our own. It's definitely reasonable. I still kind of want to play these two creatures here. Or I'm sorry, Dovin and Thief. It might be a little risky. Yeah, we're going to go for it. I think either play is quite bad for us right now, but we can try to gain a little life. Get a Thief down. Now we could technically block the scales if we're given the option. Well, Dovin doesn't feel so good so far, but Dovin is not a planeswalker that comes back from behind too easily. It's definitely something that it has like a niche role, you know, like I mean, decks like this or maybe mono white aggressive draws, something where you can be proactive, but if you fall behind, it's not a very good card at catching you up. 1/1 Thopters and gaining 1 life is pretty small equity to be attempting to get back into the game. You know, 3-mana planeswalkers that were insane were like Liliana, both Lilianas, because they killed creatures. But okay, so that does. Oh wow, that interaction is insane right now. We're just so dead. This deck is sweet. I've played a Mardu deck like this before, and it's something I definitely have my eye on. I just really love the idea of like having Hero of Precinct 1 and like hero or heroic reinforcements, or the scales. Like there's just so much that can be done. For 5, huh? I think we'll just take it, but once again, I think we're very much in trouble here. I think we would need a Lyra, and we would need it right away, and hope that it's enough, and it still might not be. Lyra or something good. Watery Grave, right on time. At least we can do a little trolling and activate the scales a little bit before we die. You gotta look at the positives in life here. Oh, we're screwed. We will be going to sideboarding. So we have to block, and we'd have to block here. We would take 2. Okay. Our opponent's deck is sweet. Oh, God. I was going to say, isn't Judith legendary? Oh, yeah, it still triggers twice, though. Okay. Alright, we're very dead. Sideboard time. Yeah, we got beat. We got beat good. Okay, so we're going to want spot removal. Moment of Craving seems good. Cast Down seems good. Contempt seemed great. Consume seemed very good. Karn seems too slow. Eldritch Reborn seems bad with tokens. Duress doesn't seem good because there's no non-creatures. Same with Negate. And Disdainful Stroke could be reasonable, but I don't really want it. On the play, I don't really like Thought Erasures. I really don't like Dovin Bond, or Dovin Grand Arbiter as well right now. But everything else, I mean, I think this is just what we're supposed to do. I like it. Boom, let's do it. Let's drop some bombs on them. I had a coffee somewhere, and it disappeared on me. Who needs drinking? Who needs drinking delicious coffee drinks when you can be dropping bombs? Alright, game 2. Our hand was very weak, but I still think it was a keep, but maybe that was still supposed to be a mulligan. This hand is also kind of weak just for the sense that all our lands come into play tapped, so we're going to be a turn behind unless we top deck a dual land. But for now, it seems pretty good. If we can just get a turn 3 Thief and force our opponent to deal with that, that would be great. We don't really care about cards like that. Guess we'll go like this. Now at least we can discover next turn if worse comes to worse. And then we got Siege Rhino on turn 4. But the beats keep coming. Ouch. Okay. So now we need to find a dual land here. We don't need to, but we definitely would like to. Yikes. I think we're going to bin both. Neither of them allow us to cast Bell Hunt next turn. Maybe there is some thought to leaving this on top, binning this, so that next turn we can go Thief, and then we can go Basilica, Basilica. I don't think it's good enough. If our opponent plays a Sephiroth of the Scale, or whatever that 4/3 flyer is, we need to find like a Contempt or something. Speak of the devil. Sometimes it's nice when a plan comes together, you know? And Hostage Taker has just been phenomenal. I did a long testing session with my brother last night, and we played a deck similar to this, and Hostage Taker was just destroying vice versa whoever was playing, and it was quite impressive. Yikes. Just having a Thief here would not be that great. But whatever we play, we're going to chump with, and I would rather be mana efficient and just chump with this Thief. Like, the Basilica would be great this turn, but, yep, what can you do? I mean, it's what we're going to be able to play next turn, but, yeah, we want to be able to block with this Thief at least. But, yeah, when our 3-mana card is only exchanging with their 2-drop, I don't like where we're at here. So this is already 6 damage we're taking. Yikes. Now, if we top deck a land, we could Hostage Taker and take the Fiend. That might be good enough. No, but that's a good draw. I think we just have to Moment of Craving here and then cast Hero. Bell Hunt, there's so many ways we die. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hostage Taker isn't good enough. Contempt is kind of the same. Yeah, I think this is the best, even though I still think we're kind of going to get dunked on here. Alright, your turn. I'd like to not have to block with this, but I think we'll have to block the Artist if it comes to it. Aurelia. Yikes. Yeah, I mean, we definitely have to block now. And then we can Contempt Aurelia here, actually, so we might be okay. Okay, well, I think we say go. We're going to just say go here, and before combat, we're going to Contempt. We might be able to come back in this game, actually, as long as our opponent doesn't do... Wait, did I not get a response there? Oh, okay, well, thank God our opponent did that instead. Wow, yep, that we almost got punished for that play. Do I have to set a stop? I think I have to set a stop. Yep. Oops. Hooray! We might be alright. Discard a card. Go to 8. This deck does come back quite well, I have to say. The deck has great comebacks. Okay. That's annoying. This seems like a card we are oh my. Oh, that is only sacrifices, though. I think I want to just Hostage Taker this and force our opponent to have an answer. We don't know how much removal our opponent's actually playing, so we're just going to give it a shot. I'm the captain now. Not going to get aggressive yet. So we're going to win the game eventually with Lyra. There's no reason to try to get aggressive. Judith. Now we just want to keep Hostage Taker safe. Even though we're not going to protect it at all. We just have to hope. Playing our own scales would just be backbreaking. So what is this supposed to mean? That our opponent has another Judith? Or is just hoping? I think just hoping that we don't block. Yeah, I don't know. If the only way this play is bad is if our opponent has another Judith, because then okay, yeah, we don't care about that. Sweet. Let's play this. Still no attacks. This one we probably could have got away with, but we're just playing it extra safe. Because our hand is just unbeatable right now. We've gotten to a point where it's going to be tough to lose. But definitely not impossible. Heroic Reinforcement or something, some other shenanigans like that might be a big problem. But I think our opponent is a little flooded. Okay. Well, now it's time. I think we'll go Vigilance. Now we're going to get in there. Tip the scales. Go, go, go. So our opponent can go Judith, block, kill Hostage Taker, but that doesn't matter since we already got the scales in play. That's okay. That is A-okay. Now we're just going to drop the Thief. Start taking advantage of the game that way. Boom, bombs have been dropped. Oh my. Yikes. That could be pretty good. Yeah, yikes. Oh wait, we can deputy it. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Alright, watch this, y'all. This might be nice. I think we're going to get our opponent here pretty nicely. If they block with Judith to the Hostage Taker, we get to get rid of Immortal Sun, second main, and then Judith will die, and then can kill a creature, but that's okay. Nope, didn't give it to us. Smart heads-up play. Alright, we'll get another one of these. Not going to be wanting to cast it right now. We're just going to get the Deputy here. No sun for you. Stay in the clouds. Did not think we were going to game 3 there. Alright, now that we're on the draw, I think Thief of Sanity is pretty unplayable. So we're going to get those out. And I kind of like Thought Erasure on the draw. Disdainful Stroke actually seems pretty good. I think we'll go like this. A little bit of that, a little bit of this. We just want to have a play on 2 no matter what on the draw, otherwise we're probably falling too far behind. So we'll try this. Game 3. Game 3 of our first round here. Your opponent goes first. Yikes. I think we have to keep this, because if we get there it's good, but it is a little slow. But I think we have to keep. But we could easily just get ran over here. Okay, that was a great draw. Just any play. Now if we can get another play for the 3rd turn, this hand is actually just great. Okay, this hand is gas. Hero of Precinct 1. Coming in. Yep. Ooh, and our opponent's draw might be bad. I don't see red mana. Okay. Kinda just want a moment of craving this and get through. Is that bad? Probably bad. But it is annoying. Yeah, we're just gonna say go. We also don't want to get that response or whatever that our opponent hit us with when we attacked, so we'll play it patient. I'll take the 1. You got it. Alright, well now I think I will. Now we just want to start pulling ahead. So now we're going to play the scales first, so that we get the trigger, just in case our opponent has that card that deals 5 damage to an attacker. We'll let it happen, though. Boom. Well, this game I did not think was going to be easy, but yeah, our opponent maybe kept a looser one than we did. Alright, so I don't want to attack with Hero, but I will get in with these 2 things. And then play a Lyra. Angel time. I think I can afford the 2 life. Dun, dun, dun. Right on time. That red source, right on time. Right on time here. I mean, our opponent just has to cast something that kills Lyra, or otherwise the game just ends. And even if that happens, like... Oh, that's an angel! Oh my god, we screwed that one up. Oh my god, that's an angel? Wyatt Darby is a genius. Wow, this deck is gas. Oh my. Are we getting roped? It's not my fault you kept that hand there, my friend. Lava coil, that's pretty good. We should be at 24 life right now, though. Holy crap, that's bad. Okay, well now we're going to try to get value on Hero Precinct 1. I like both these cards. I think we'll cast this. It's definitely nothing special, but... Tapped. Attack all. Do you have the 5 damage? Nope. Boom! 1-0. 1-0. Alright, everybody. Yeah, this deck seems good. This deck has some serious game. I think our opponent definitely, you know, kept a bad hand game 3. Or maybe kept a very good hand that just needed a little bit of help. Like, I'm not going to jump to the conclusion that for sure the play was wrong. But it just didn't work out, and if our opponent had a good draw, our hand was slow. Our draw ended up being just absolutely perfect with the 2 cards we had on top and Hero Precinct 1 into Moment of Craving. But, yeah, I think our opponent's deck had game against us and maybe a favorable matchup, but this deck played from behind so well in Game 2 that, like, we were just hanging on, and then all of a sudden we couldn't lose, like, 2 turns later, so... Alright, everybody, stay tuned for round 2. Alright, welcome to round 2, everybody. Oh my god, this hand is gas. I am going to be keeping this very happily. We are on the draw. This hand would be much better on the play. Okay, mono red. I'm not sure how this matchup's supposed to go, so we are going to find out. I can imagine Basilica is absolutely busted, though, so I'm pretty hyped to see the impact this has here. Like, none of the lightning strikes kill it, plus it gains us life, plus it deals with cards, like... And I think Hero is going to be at an all-time low. I think Hero is going to be quite bad, but it's still something our opponent's going to have to point removal at. And that's what we're going to start with, and then go into Deputy, into Basilica here. Almost for sure. If we top deck something at 3, Deputy is not the best, but I think we're just going to have to get this runaway Steamkin just so it doesn't turn into a 4-4 and just beat us down real quick. This is already so much damage, you know? And unfortunately we have to take 2, and we're going to have to take 2 again next turn, so this I don't like. But for sure this turn we have to Deputy here. Alright, we'll take this. and hope for the best. You know, lightning strike or anything to get it back is quite annoying, but that's not bad. Taking no damage this turn is huge. Okay, so now our choice, I kind of want a Thought Erasure and then Basilica next turn, but maybe that's a little greedy. So if we take 2, we go to 7, and then back up to 10, and then we have another blocker. That's probably better. Yeah, that's probably better. This card's just got to be the MVP against red, I can imagine here. Discard a burn spell plus go to 10. Oh my god. Probably discard a risk factor would be like the thing that I would anticipate. Okay, so next turn we can still Thought Erasure. I don't think our opponent could dump their hand, but maybe. And we do have access to Hostage Taker here soon. I don't think that's going to be our play next turn, but yeah, I think we're just going to start with a Thought Erasure here. The only time it's really going to be good. Alright. Yup. The Chain Dad. Okay. Don't want that. Now we will Discovery. I think I'll take both of these. 2 spells that I can cast I think seems quite good. So we're going to enter this tapped. Then we're going to say go. Unfortunately, if our opponent does draw a mountain and go Chain Whirler, yeah, Steamkin can actually get in there. I think we're still going to have to block it. So, like, for instance, if our opponent attacks with both, we get a free block here and we'll take 3. I think our opponent can only attack with the Steamkin, but then it does take care of our creature here. Yeah, I think we have to. I don't want to take 3 right now. So now we can play it risky and go hero into Hostage Taker on this, but if our opponent draws a way to kill that, it's so bad. So I think we can't do that. But we can do this plus Thief and then start getting carried away with that. We'll probably just chump the Chain Whirler if and when our opponent attacks. And then if we draw land, we can Hostage Take away the Chain Dad. Chain Dad or Chain Mom. We're not sure. Okay. I think we're going to start with just a Thief attack here. Alright, let's look at some cards. That seems busted. That seems absolutely busted. Okay, so we'll start with this. I kind of just want these cards. Okay. We'll just do some thievery. I guess the only thing we don't want to see is Chain Whirler, but I don't even think that's a big deal. Lighten up the stage. Our opponent is so dead. Still just play it as chill as we can for now. Ooh. I'll take a Divination. And a Lightning Strike. Oh my god, this is busted. Alright. So I think we will just play this. This is just absolutely busted. We are doing so many things and we have so much gas in the tank. Like, this would have to be a frenzy now to make this even competitive. Yeah, now it's just over. Okay, so we'll start with this. Get that out of there. Now we'll pay the 2 life. And we'll hostage taker one of these. We'll take it, give it haste. I'm glad our opponent's letting us do this. This is fun. Play this. I think it's time. Oh, yeah. Okay, mono red. Stuff that gains life. That's still gotta be good. Cast down's probably good. This is gonna be similar to how we sideboard in the last one. Anything where shock has a huge impact, like I think Dovin is quite bad. I think Thief is pretty bad. I don't like Thought Erasure or Hero, really, but I think we just have to keep some stuff in. Maybe this Eldritch Reborn is actually decent against mono red, but probably not. We could play some negates. That's probably better. Yeah, what if we took out these for 3 negates for just late game? Like, once we control the board, they can just win by top decking, but if we can have something to say about that, maybe Hero is just not good enough, and we just rather have Thought Erasure as well? I don't know about negate. We have Mortify for Experimental Frenzy, so I think that's okay. We'll just keep it like this. If we take out too much multicolor, Hero gets a lot worse, and Hero's already bad, so Hero's definitely, it's like a much better late game play than it is a 2-drop. Guessing our opponent will go first. Yeah, our opponent didn't make any mistakes or anything, we just dunked on him. Alright. Ugh. Can't keep this. We have to keep this, and this hand is awesome if we just draw nothing but lands. Yikes. Even if we had 2 lands, that would be a great card to keep, but... Yikes. Not like this. Ruh-roh. 4 4-drops and a dream. Alright, a land would be great. That's not great. Now we just need running lands to even be in this game. Deputy on both of them is pretty good. But I think I'd still just cast down 1 if I get the option. Ugh. Yeah, we won't be winning this game. Yeah, any follow-up play here, we're pretty dead. Lighten me up. That card is busted. But imagine he's gonna attack, or they're gonna attack first and then take mana. Yep. Okay. We're having fun. Probably just treasure map. Okay. That's interesting. I think our opponent did that in the wrong order. Now if we cast down this... Yeah, we're dead. We did. Like, all our lands deal us damage, so... I think that was a little unlucky. I would keep that hand every single time on 6. So, on the play... Alright, I don't like anything else. Alright, we've had 2 very non-games here. Game 3 against Mono Red, but we get to go first. Yes. Yes, lands! Lands and spells! Lands and spells! We're gonna keep. Tapped. Our mana base is good, too. Mountain Go is scary. I think I just want to Discovery first. I don't want to just walk this into a shock. I think we're okay with another one. Maybe not. Okay, that's pretty good. So if our opponent goes Flamekin, at least we can kill it next turn and then go Hero and Discovery the turn after for a little value. Interesting. I don't want to give a shock target right now, especially if our opponent's missing land. So I think we're just going to try to find a little bit more gas. Now there is the thought that, you know, we're using all the cards that gain value off Hero anyways, which is true. So maybe these lines were not great, but we're making them. Yep, and now without our opponent shocks during this turn, now we'll play it. Even though it's not very good. But we may concentrate. Concentrate? Okay. Just say go. Boom. Well, that unfortunately was basically 3 non-games, so that's you know, kind of a tilt that we didn't get to play more, because I think that matchup is like hard. Like, I think it is supposed to be hard, or it's supposed to be insanely easy. I haven't really decided. I would need more than 1 match to really test it out. But anyways, stay tuned for round 3. Round 3 time. All right, let's try to be 3-0. Our hand is absolutely gas again because our whole deck is gas, so we're gonna keep this. This seems insane. Turn 2, turn 3, turn 4. I guess we don't have the double black yet to for sure do this play, but this hand's awesome. I love Thought Erasure on the draw. I think just a rule of thumb, I think hand disruption is a lot better when you're on the draw. On the play, you want to be more proactive. On the draw, being able to smooth out your draws and stop their proactive draw is just so busted. All right, so we're going to keep this. Alright, looks like the play we're going to want to do is Water Grave into Glacial. Into Thief on 3 or Deputy, that's busted. Alright. So it looks like Sultai here, the new hot deck. Yep, definitely going to Thought, see what we got cooking. Okay, well, their hand is bad. And we definitely want to get rid of Contempt so we can start maybe taking over the game with Thief. For sure do not want another blue-white source. If that was a black source, we would think about it, but alright, so we should get at least a hit in with Thief. Okay. Our opponent can Finality, but it would be losing both creatures at their expense. So I think it's worth it for Thief here. Because it's a pretty tough to 3-for-1 yourself. But definitely not out of the question. Thief takes over the game. Now just don't be like a Vivian. Ew. Well, that's okay. So we can Thought Erasure away the Finality. I think that's going to be the play. Maybe we don't have to yet. Maybe we can just Deputy this. Another thing that maybe we just don't have to do. I think it's probably safe to just Thought Erasure, get that out of the hand. Well, we can still get a target. Now we do want this. Or maybe it's... because we don't want to get too many lands, so it might be a little greedy to put this into the graveyard. But... yeah, I think it would just be too greedy. We're going to keep it. But if, like, the next card is a black-white duel behind this, then it, you know, it feels pretty bad. Alright. So we are going to deputy it, I think. You know what? We'll Mortify. Mortify probably isn't that great. But now we're deathly afraid of, you know, Krasis here. Krasis, just getting a Krasis train is pretty brutal. That's why we had to keep all the mana off as much as possible. Like right now, it's just a 4/4. That's okay. Oh no. Can you imagine that staying there? Yikes. Well, at least our opponent's keeping a card in hand, so we can... ooh. So that can get Vivian some way. So can Deputy. I think we'll do this just to get this blind card out of their hand. Didn't play the land. Punished. I don't think we want a Discovery. I think Dispersal is too good right now. Because Vivian is going to be a pain. And we do have 2 answers to it. But this is only an answer if our opponent plays whatever they draw. So if they like get a land here, then sweet. But... and cannot play that, so that won't be ideal. I think we just have to deputy it, even though that could go so poorly for us. So I think we're just going to... just gonna discover. Ooh, I like both of these. Maybe I don't like Mortify that much. I definitely like Lyra. Problem is, if our opponent deals with Deputy of Detention and gets back Vivian, then Vivian can immediately kill Lyra, and then we are in a lot of trouble. But I think that's just a risk we have to take right now. It seems like we're way ahead, but really, Vivian is that good that I think we're actually quite behind. I think we'll say go. What? What is this?
The wilds are...
We do have the Mortify to start pressuring Vivian next turn at least. Oh my god. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. Now we just need to try to deal with this. Well, not letting this Hydroid Krasis take over the game. Yeah, I do not like our chances right now.
I'm not losing everything again.
Vivian Reed's a strong card, and this is a strong deck. I think this deck had the best showing at the Open and did win the Open as well.
Meet my newest friend.
Vivian Reed's just so good. It's just the best Planeswalker in Standard right now. And it's not even particularly close. Youch. So we can go Chupacabra, kill Deputy, Vivian tick up again, Jade Light, explore twice, like, we're done. We'll be signing out Lyras. They're quite bad against Vivian Reeds. Just said, and that, yeah, that is an option, but now, actually this play is a little more sketchy if we draw a removal like we did. Because now we can actually deal with one of them. Not that this is going to get us out of it or anything, but... yeah, deputies are pretty bad as well here. This just could be a bad matchup. I really don't know. I think Wyatt did quite well against this deck, but Hero Precinct 1 is like the best card in this matchup. Yep. Yeah, not really going to be able to win the game from here, I don't think. Our opponent can just do so many things. Yep. Ooh. That's a little spicy. If only I had one more land to be able to take a Chupacabra. But we're going to attack. Okay. I think we will... Hostage Taker taking Krasis is pretty good. Is it good enough? Well, I think we just have to do that play. Opponent can just tick down Vivian and play a giant Krasis. But if that is the case, then more than likely we just get to steal the Krasis, play it for like 1. Well, this is a risky line. Yeah, Carnage Tyrant's good and all, but we have a Lyra. Ah, okay, we're dead. Yep. Yep. This is all fine. This is all fine. Just reminds me of that meme with the place on fire behind me. Yeah, this is good. We'll be fine. Yikes. I think we just gotta play this, say go, see what happens. At least we can tip the scales a few times. Yep.
You can't stop nature.
If you guys ever gotten to tip the scales just multiple times, let me show you what it's all about. Scales. We better tip it the other way. You know what? Let's mix it up. Let's try a little bit of Death Touch here. Alright. We'll do a little bit more. Oh, crap. Misplay. I didn't want to make any misplays today, but I tapped the wrong mana there. Okay, we're done. Alright, so we got dominated. Now, I don't really know how to attack this. I'm guessing Karn is good. Consume is going to be good for Carnage Tyrants. This is probably good. These are probably good. Cards I don't like. Lyra. Deputy of Detention. It's okay. Dovin seems okay. Mortify doesn't seem very good. I want a little bit of spot removal, but not a ton. I guess Cast Down is strictly better. Hostage Taker is good for Krasis. So I think that's worth it. Thief of Sanity I think is worth it. We are pretty heavy on 4s here. Pretty heavy on 4s. Maybe Karn's just not good. I could see that. On the play, I like it more, though. Eldest Reborn's probably bad. And maybe Cast Down on the play is bad. Having no spot removal just doesn't feel right, though. I don't know, I'm going to take out Dovin just because I don't think it's a good card. Not just like in this situation, I just don't think it's good. Do we want 4 deputies? Probably not. Alright, we'll give Dovin a little bit more credit. Maybe I'm being a little too harsh on the new Planeswalker. So we'll try a couple. You can't know if a card is good or not unless you try it. Okay, this hand is good. Well, we're going to find out if Dovin's good or not. Tapped. Your turn. Now it's more than likely Thought Erasure to make sure the coast is clear. Yeah, now especially. Let's make sure Thief wins the game. Or hope Thief wins the game. Alright, Contempt is the only card that can interact for Miles here. I think we'll keep a land. That seems okay. Our opponent's hand is very bad. Okay, let's see if this card takes over the game. No cast down, that would be disgusting. Our hand is pretty bad without this card as well. But, come on! Wow, our opponent is lucky. Okay, well, back to square one. We'll start the Dovin train. Make a token. And we're definitely not out of this by any means, but the game just would have ended if we got to untap with that. Probably going to tick down one more time and then start ticking up. Or maybe even tick down 3 times and then play the other one. That could be possible. 2 unknown cards. Fine seems very bad against us. I think we want to do some discovering. Ew, I should have left some white open there. Well, we want both of these cards. That for Carnage Tyrant and this just to progress the game. Alright. Now we are going to attack. Make another little token. And say go. Not an exciting turn from us, but we set up some good defense against Carnage Tyrant, which is good. And now we do have answers to Vivian Reed. We pretty much have an answer to anything our opponent can play. That's not a big deal. That's kind of annoying, but... Alright, bunches of lands. We probably just want to mortify this. Or contempt it. Contempting it's probably better so that when this actually resolves, our opponent doesn't get a nice finality. Alright, I like that better. Alright, so we'll tick up. This is going to go up to 4. And now we can wait to do anything. I'm guessing we're going to have to face down a Carnage Tyrant here. We'll get to Contempt the Walker. Our opponent drew pretty well out of that basically unkeepable hand, I have to say. I don't usually like to be a little salty, but I'm a little salty at this. We had that game. We played it well. Alright. Not attacking with the Wild Growth Walker? That seems a little odd. What? Playing around Settle? Interesting. Okay.
If that's your best, I needn't worry.
Okay, so we're gonna just consume. Is this just for sure we want to have dealt with? No. Wait a minute. Oh, consumes a sorcery. That makes sense. We still get a pretty good play. We'll just have to do that next turn. Consume. This will go up to a total of 5. That really does give you so much time against Carnage Tyrant, though. Holy. Even if our opponent can find it back and stuff, should be not too bad for us. Definitely not out of the woods, though. Nor are we in the woods, but definitely not out of the battlefield. Alright. That's a ways before our opponent can cast that, so that's okay. El Branch Walker. Yep.
But I doubt you can do better.
Ooh. We need a hero. If our opponent has another find, it looks a little bad that we go hero into thief. But I think it's what we gotta do. So we're gonna start with this. Triggers up to 6. Hero into thief. And we have a blocker for one of these so that Dovin can maybe stay up at high loyalty for a change. Hero is so good against them. Carnage Tyrant wouldn't even be that big of a deal right now. I mean, it would be. It would be. But if Carnage Tyrant's the play and we get to keep the Thief alive, then I'm cool with that. Alright, so we're going to get rid of the Branch Walker. We'd rather the Branch Walker be in the graveyard than the Jade Light, because the Jade Light's better. Bummer. But that's okay, that's just a Wrath of God for now. Ooh. Think we will tick down again. Get the scales going here. That's a good answer to Carnage Tyrant too, so we really have a lot of ways to deal with that card. Guessing we're going to be seeing the Terrifying Dinosaur come back. It's been a back and forth, that's for sure. But Dovin's been good this game. I will not hate on Dovin too much here. Oh, in response, Death Touch. Alright, so that's not bad. We get to get some tokens. Don't have any more basic lands. Yeah, I think this deck does only play one basic land. So this goes up to 4, 5, 6, 7. Unfortunately, this does go up to 7, not 8. Brutal. I think we just want to tick Dovin down. Yep. Try to race. Not ideal, that's for sure. Yep, we need a good one. Yep, Dovin's down. So next turn we can play Dovin and tick up, and then it's actually out of range of Carnage Tyrant, which is kind of a big deal. We'd have to mortify this if that is going to be our play. Keeping it. I would imagine our opponent is only looking for Krasis at this point, but what do I know? Okay, well, I think that is going to be our play, so we are going to have to do this. It's not a great play by any means, but... Yeah, Yeah, now Dovin is just not been good, you know? Like, it was good in the early games, though, so we gotta give it a little credit. Alright, so it goes up to 8. Conveniently one out of Carnage Tyrant land. Graveyard, I imagine. Graveyard, I imagine. Alright, our opponent's drawing an unknown. Yep. So all we're doing is just making sure we waste resources here. We are in a, our opponent is on a 3-turn clock here, so not bad. Unfortunately, this just goes up to 6 and not 8. Cast down for Jade Light's pretty decent, though. Not good, but definitely decent. Ew. Vivian is busted right now. Holy crap.
Meant to be contained.
We're still just going to be going for the face, though, I'm pretty sure. Ugh. Not the fish. Yeah, I'm going to save cast out. Or cast down for that. I think we just might be in trouble, though, unless we get, like, a Thought Erasure.
Not to be repeated.
Karn's bad right now. Can make a 3/3. Yeah, once again, we're just pestering Karn a little, or pestering Carnage Tyrant here. Give us the Thought Erasure. Could have been worse. We are just going for the face, though. Yikes, though. This is slipping away. If only our opponent didn't top deck that cast down, we would have been fine. So yeah, 1, 2, 2, 3. Yeah, gets to draw 4 cards, gain 4 life.
Wilds are my shield.
Yikes. We can try to keep Karn alive. If he only attacked Carnage Tyrant at it, we could block. Might not be terrible. Yep. All the life. Just a 9/9. No big deal. Okay, if that's the case, we gotta let it die. We do get to attack our opponent for 6 here, so if they draw some blanks, and if we could have drew something. All attacks. Get on in there. Now our opponent is dead if he doesn't have an Explorer creature, a Krasis, removal spells, Contempt, Moment of Craving. But other than that, we're fine. Yeah, I don't think we'll be victorious this time. This was a good game, though. This was a good game. We just got beat. Our opponent drew better. We didn't draw in some clutch situations, but don't care about that card. Do care about that one. Oh, God. Oh, God. That's already enough. Yep. Might as well throw a Jade Light in there, too, just for extra slaps. Alright, do we have Marshall on top? Banalish Marshall, which is not in our deck. Alright, that's game. Ugh. That's lame. That deck's good. That deck is good. I will give credit to, you know, I mean, really the deck is not that different, right? Like, it's just Golgari adding Krasis, but the Krasis gives it an extra element that just, you know, late game, people were just top decking like Carnage Tyrants and like it was okay. But now you're top decking cards that draw you 4 cards. It's a bigger card than Carnage Tyrant. Like it just gives you so much reach. So yeah. All right, everybody, stay tuned for our next round. All right, and we're back for round 4 here. We get to go first, so that is nice. I think this is our first time we won the die roll. This is a keeper. A little, you know, I mean, like a hero precinct 1 on top would just be the blade. Or just any 2-drop, to be honest, would be awesome. This deck really likes to curve out, but I still think this is fine. Okay. Yep, we'll just go tapped. We'll start playing some Thieves. Hopefully they close it out. Okay. This might be Turbo Fog, the deadly hated deck. Where Thief of Sanity is not that good, to be honest. Thief of Sanity is pretty much great against every matchup but Turbo Fog. Alright, let's see what we get. Let's see what we're playing against. Oh yeah, it's the Fog. Alright, we'll take this. Maybe we just get that going? It seems fine. Sure. Wilderness Reclamation. We're the Fog deck. We don't have many instants, so it's not that insane. But if our opponent plays one now, we get to just kill it. Hiya! Only for me, not for you. It's pretty funny. But if we get like counter spells or something, untapping with this is kind of cool. I'm not really sure. Take that, Turbo Fog. Take that, Turbo Fog. Okay. So, boom, boom, boom. All these cards that we haven't been bringing in are now great. Eldritch Reborn seems okay. Karn just seems okay. Mortify is still great. Hostage Taker is unplayable. Lyra seems quite bad. Grand Arbiter could be pretty good in this matchup. The Scales is probably bad. This is probably what we want to do. I don't know if Wyatt planned it out this well, but every time I sideboard for a match, either I'm sideboarding like really bad and getting lucky, or I'm sideboarding just like Wyatt does, and the numbers are just working out perfectly. I'm kind of thinking, I have a somewhat grasp of what's good and what's not good in these matchups, and I just think that Wyatt did put in the work that these numbers line up perfectly. This is just, you can just feel when a deck pieces together, when there's not too much cards for control or not too much for aggro. I think he just did it. I think he broke it. Maybe not broke it, but his deck is designed very flawlessly, in my opinion. So, Wyatt, if you're out there, kudos to you. Midwest love. You're loved and respected from the Dropping Baums family over here. This hand is pure 100% octane gasoline. I like giving it to Turbo Fog, you know? I mean, it's just what life is all about. All right. Search, not that big of a deal. Now we're going to be put in a bit of an awkward situation next turn if our opponent, you know, because we wouldn't be able to counter Wilderness Reclamation, which is the most obnoxious card. But I would like to get a Thief down in the same regard, so we'll see what happens. Because this is not enough pressure to win the game, so... Okay. Okay. A shimmer of possibilities. Yeah, we're going to play Thief next turn. It could go poorly for us, but... I think it's worth it. Boom. Like a thief in the night. Coming for your cards, coming for your cards. Alright, no wilderness, please. Youch. Okay. Now at least we have the negate here. Okay, that makes me feel better. Ooh. Now we got a counter spell. I love that. Okay, well, we'll just say go then now that we have Mystic Snake. Yeah, we gotta let that happen. Unfortunately, our opponent can do some stuff. Cannot flip Escanta yet. That's good. We do have a counter spell here, which is also pretty solid. I don't think I can let that happen. Mystic Snake! And we get the counter from it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I would like to take action. Alright, well, we'll get in there again. Crunch. Well, that's not ideal. I guess we could have played this to return that to hand. Yeah, maybe we screwed that one up. So I think we'll just play land go here. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. So we'll have the dispersal if need be. Okay. So now we're going to attempt this. We just want this angel back in the hand. Okay. Interesting. Think we'll do this. How many cards? Yeah, so our Search is flipping next turn, so that's scary. Absorb. Well, might be able to just counter this and win the game. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I think we're going for it. Yes. Take that, Turbo Fog. Yeah. Yes. Oh, it feels good beating Turbo Fog. Just always feels so very, very rewarding. We'll see what this is. Stay tuned for the last round. Round 5 time. Let's see if we can end on a 4-1 instead of a 3-2. That would be a lot better. No die roll for us, but this hand is nice. Yep. Okay. That was perfect. A 3-drop that we can curve into here is exactly what I want. That's pretty good. Alright, so we need a white source. I think this is fine. Hero. We need a hero of Precinct 1. Droppin doesn't feel that good, but I'm sure there's situations where it is good. I'm just not sure. Okay, looks like we might be playing that deck again. Playing the deck we lost to, unfortunately. Contempt Stand. Alright, so now we'll go with this. Play a Dovin. Get a token off that. And we can't attack, so we might as well make another token. Not great, but definitely not bad. We'll see what our opponent has for us here. Vivian. Okay.
Stop.
Now our new goal. Kill Vivian. Wild growth waka. It's interesting to attack or not. Yeah, I'm not sure what I actually wanted our opponent to do there. So, I think we just want to go Bell Haunt right now. And then just make another token and attack this for 1. It's not very good, but what can you do? This might just be a bad matchup. So we play the scales, it just gets contempted. At least we get another token out of this. We would with that as well, but... we're going to try to go wide. But like finality is just so bad for us right now.
And you strike nature.
Yikes. Finality is busted. Finality kills everything we have. The game just ends.
My newest
Finality, I think I would actually just concede. At least we're not dead. We're just probably dead. Keeping the Jade Light. Surprised our opponent got rid of Wild Growth Walker. To a player only. That's unfortunate. Maybe we just start attacking them? Doesn't seem very good. We're for sure ticking up.
Small things that matter.
But yeah, we have to get Vivian off the board. Attack! Alright, we'll play the scales here. Get another token. Play a tap land. Doesn't matter too much. That's all we got. Yeah, this just doesn't feel good. Vivian Reed's so hard to deal with.
No one said restoration.
Sure, we get tokens. Taken 2. That's not that big. That's not that big of a deal, to be honest. Could be a lot worse. Well, I think we will Thought Erasure. See what's going on. Get rid of this Contempt. Don't want another one. Now, this has Trample, I believe. Yep. Could just tick up here and get it out of range. That seems pretty good. So we have to go here and here and then here, here. I think we're getting in with these tokens this time. We lose one of them, but I think it's worth the exchange. Just because Dovin's going to go so high up.
I always survive.
Doink, doink, doink. Play a land tapped. Definitely drew too many lands. Quite similar to the last time. I just don't think that that Vivian play was that good. I think if our opponent just ticked up... Oh, that's good, though. Oof. Yep. Don't blame you for keeping that one. Yikes. Yikes.
It is perfect.
Sure.
Not even me.
Ooh. Wow. Well, that's interesting because we can get all the Jade Lights. Oh, wait, or we can get Crisis. No. It's probably good to get these right now. I think that's our best line. Well, this just kills Crisis, right? Yeah, because if I exile it, and then our opponent hostage takes it, and then cast Deputy of their own. Yeah, I think it's kind of a liability to cast it right now. Or we take these, attack with everything. Then our opponent doesn't get our tokens at least. Yikes, I'm not sure here. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I think we just have to hit the Crisis.
Constantly seek to innovate.
Alright, tick that up a bit. The thing is, Hostage Taker can take our Deputy, though, and then kill some tokens, which is quite strong right now. Yep. Luckily, the Crisis just dies. And more than likely, our tokens are all dead here. Yep. Okay. Not much we can do there.
Incorrect.
See ya, Dovin. You did alright. Dang it. We're at a high life total, so I'm still just going to try to close this game. But yeah, we needed something there. That's pretty bad, too, getting back at Crisis. Our opponent's just going to have so much mana. Yup. Youch, 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 youch. I don't think we can possibly get out of this. Could mortify this, attack for 5, put our opponent down to 6. Then we just die. Could mortify this. Block one of these. I just think we have to hold back at this point now. Yep. Alright. Defense it is. Yep. Really? Played it for that small? That seems so bad. That seems super bad. You just wait a turn and you can't lose. Alright, well, this just kills us, so I think we still have to just kill one of these Jade Lights. Well, I guess we'll kill one. Block here. Guess we don't have to block this one. Yep. Not looking good. so far this this deck's the bane of this deck so far. Even though we can draw at this point, a Lyra probably doesn't even get us out of it. Right on time. Let's get a little information. We're definitely just dead, but always good to take a peek. Maybe they got something special going on. Alright. This matchup doesn't feel good. Doesn't feel good at all. Alright, game 2. I like Cast Down. Disdainful Stroke seems pretty good. Need these. Karn does and doesn't seem good. It's probably just bad. I want Thieves to stay in. I think that's how I win, is with Hero and Thief. I think they're my best cards. I think Deputy is pretty bad. I think Dovin is pretty weak too, but on the play it's a little bit better. Maybe we just try this. Alright, Contempts over Lyris. Alright, we'll give it a shot. I think we have a lot of Mortifies in, maybe too many. Yeah, we probably do actually, now that I think about it. Might have been a little hasty. Alright, I would like to go first. I'll keep. Tapped. Alrighty, hero time. We got a nice Thought Erasure for next turn. And consume if we have to. It's pretty good. Alright, let's see what you got. We're drawing a lot of lands. Yikes. I can't really beat Vivian right now, so that's a fine card. Alright, no attack. We'll play that next turn. Vibrant Walker. A land. Another one. Okay, well at least Consume takes... Oh my god. This deck is just too good. I think this deck is just busted. How can we beat this? We're playing fair cards like Basilica. Alright, well. Play that, discard a card. Be a little hasty of a Crisis, though. So maybe we're not completely dead. We'll take that. Attack. Attack with anything. Yikes. Yikes. Alright, we'll say go. Playing Drago against a Crisis deck is not great. Yep. We get to consume whatever creature. I guess consume is a sorcery. Yikes. Yikes. Alright, we'll get that Crisis out of there. Yeah, Dovin maybe just cannot be played either. Come on! Oh no. How do we beat this deck? I don't think we can. It's It's just unplayable right now. It's just unplayable. Alright. Can't play it yet. It would just die. Well, we went 3-0 pretty easily, beating everything except absolutely getting destroyed by Sultai here. I don't know if that says anything or if we maybe sideboarded wrong. I mean, we have a horrible card in our hand right now, so I'm guessing this was not ideal, but we got beat, and we got beat hard by this deck. We hope our opponent attacks at the Crisis. That's really our only way back in. Okay, thank you. Now that Midnight Reaper is not what you're drawing. That's good. Okay, we might stand a chance just because that was a pretty bad attack on our opponent's part. Ooh, we finally get to do it. 1, 2. Well, I think we do it. Max it out. X was 5. Crisis! Our opponent was going to draw another one, though. How freaking lucky. Alright, this isn't over yet. Or maybe it is. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nope. Okay. Not dead yet. No blocks. Alright, now I want to get rid of this to start. The Crisis, I mean, of course. So I can attack with Thief. Alright, maybe we're actually ahead right now. And it all started because of that, our opponent's very bad attack there, in my opinion. Alright. Ooh. I'll take a Contempt. A little backup Contempt. Alright, we'll end it. Just no Crisis from your end, please. Nice. I think I cast the Contempt from my hand just in case they have Duress. Not today. Block. That attack did not work out well for our opponent either. Okay, that is not good. Now, can we get more aggressive? Probably. We gotta finish it before they draw more Crisis, so... Alright. Let's go. Midnight Reaper seems okay. Maybe Wild Growth Walker is just better. Now we'll get a Midnight Reaper. Okay, so we're going to play this. We're going to get a token, aka a chump blocker. Gain a life. We're going to play this. And we're going to Thought Scour. I know there's nothing, but... I don't think we need a Mortify right now. That just shows that Mortify is just maybe not that good of a card. Yeah, then again, it did kill this. Maybe that was just wrong. Wow, I didn't think we were going to force a game 3 on that one. Woo! Okay, yeah, let's have a little less Mortifies, I think. Now on the draw, I think we just want to hit their hand super hard. That just can't be right. I just don't know how to value Deputy of Detention here. And I think Karn on the draw is pretty bad. We'll bring in Eldritch Reborn. And we'll do one Karn Father. Quite unsure on that. But we'll see. We will see. Alright, final game of this week's Droppin' Bomb. Let's end it on a high note. Well, we got the MVP of last game in our hands, so how can we lose? Keep. Our opponent mulliganed. That was great. Smooth out our draw a little bit, because we do want a 4th land. Okay, might have to mortify that on 3. Ooh, no, can't counter anything yet, so we're still going to play this. Try to get some lands, that's basically what we're looking for. I can see keeping both. Kind of like this. Alright. So now if our opponent goes crazy, we'll probably mortify here. Ugh. Now I think we get Thief in. Get Thief in and try to protect it. I think that's the name of this game. So we can protect it. Like if our opponent goes Vivian after this, then we have a nice play. But yeah, like Jade Light is really bad for us. Yeah, that's a lot of life. That's okay. It's a lot of life and a lot of damage. It's just going to mean a Contempt probably has to be on this. We can get a card out of the deal. I love Cast Down right now. That allows us to kill a creature and Disdainful Stroke something. I love that. I don't want Vivian Reed to come down, so I would like to use my Disdainful Stroke. Yeah, not today. Not today either. Okay, that's big. Definitely not out of this. Wanted a land. Cry? I think I'd rather have a Llanowar. I think I'd rather have a Llanowar and just mortify this. Alright. Now the shields are down though, so that's a little scary. Crisis. It's not too big of a deal. Get rid of this. We're going to have to take 2. We're going to Contempt this Crisis so we can get through. There's another one at least. I think it's greedy to do Discovery here, but I think we might have to. Just to hit a land drop here. Like I said, this is a greedy play, and it could work out badly for us, but there has to not be a land in the top 3 cards. We're going to risk it, because we really need a land. We need to be progressing. Okay, perfect. Now we might even keep Hostage Taker. I kind of like it. Adds a little extra element here. Alright, Contempt. Let's see a card. Ooh. I think we go with Vivian. Alright. Now we got another Contempt. We got a Hostage Taker on top. Now, the thing we're definitely afraid of is Carnal Tea. That's not that big of a deal. So we can Vivian that. I think we're going to Vivian and just hold back Llanowar and hope that that's enough. Alright. I'm in. Now our opponent would have to use a removal spell on Llanowar Elves instead of the Thief, which we would be okay with. Alright, I would like another Llanowar elf. Ooh, crisis! This game's getting interesting. This time I don't think it was worth it. Or no, we definitely couldn't have done that because we need this as a blocker. We did it! Oh, we played that game well. We played that game real well over here. Alright, we got the 4-1. We get a sweet reward. Alright, and yeah, I did play a match before this, but the deck... Let's just say there was a lot of very questionable cards. Our opponent went turn 2 Highland Elk or something. The 2-mana 2-1 when it dies, gain a life. So it wasn't exactly competitive. That was our first win. But then the other 5 matches you got to see here. So I want to thank you so much for checking out this week of Esper Midrange, courtesy of Wyatt, Pro Tour champion Wyatt Darby. Everybody, thank you so much. Stay tuned for the deck tech where I talk a little bit more about the cards in detail, okay? And welcome to the deck tech, everybody. This deck is sweet. I love it. I absolutely love it. There's things I didn't like. I really didn't like Dovin. But other than that, I really liked everything, or at least loved the cards. There's some numbers I may want to adjust. But think about this. This was week 1 of Standard, and if Wyatt only missed by a few cards, and missing is just my opinion. You know, maybe there's a viable option for Dovin that I'm missing out on. But so far, that was the weak thing that I noticed. But everything else served a pretty good purpose. The Angel of the Scales wasn't too great for me, but other than that, I really loved it. The All-Stars here for me were Hero of Precinct 1 and Thief of Sanity. It's about time this card got to the main deck and not just sideboard tech. Like, it just takes over games and gives you such a different way to attack matchups because you're attacking with their options plus your options. It's such a powerful effect, and it in the games it didn't disappoint. We won plenty of games because of it. Other than that, I was very excited about Basilica Bellhaunt. It's being called the new Siege Rhino. Well, I think that's a little aggressive. Discarding a card versus them losing 3 life is a very big thing. And some matchups, it's actually better. So I think this card is phenomenal, and we're going to be seeing a lot of it moving forward. It's really the only one next to Crackling Drakes that's seeing consistent 4 of play. We saw a couple Golgari Fine Brokers in there, and a couple of Mystic Snakes are coming in, but really Bellhaunt and Crackling Drakes are really the cards to be looking out for here. Deputy of Detention is another card that was kind of iffy for me. There were spots when it was good, but mostly it was just okay for me. I could have seen maybe something else being in its spot there. We'll adjust here to the sideboard. Pretty standard stuff here. We got Duress, Negates for control matchups, or Turbo Fog, which we played once. I'm not going to spoil how it went, but feel free to check that out if you're a lover or a hater of Turbo Fog. You might like it either way. Karn seems very disappointing, and I don't think Karn just is good in our metagame at all right now. So I think that's going to be one of the first things I get rid of. Eldest Reborn I didn't really draw, but it's a powerful effect. I think it's fine. Vraska's Contempt, pretty solid. Consume was very good. Dealing with Carnage Tyrant, it's just such a swing. Like, they have to replay it, be able to attack the 7 life that you gained, plus their initial attack. It takes like 4 turns, even if they have back-to-back Carnage Tyrants to deal with it, which is very good. Moment of Craving for Mono Red, Cast Down for aggressive decks, and then Disdainful Stroke was very impressive against these Sultai mid-range decks. I want to thank you so much for tuning in, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this little tour of Wyatt's Esper Midrange aggro here, and we'll see you next week for some more Standard before we get to Mythic Championship Cleveland. Have a good one.